I'm here for you, always. My favorite subject. Ah, how to answer a question with so many layers as that? You are the red of the sunrise, the yellow of high noon, and the orange of sundown. If you were a song, I'd never stop singing. If you were a psalm, I'd never stop praying. You make a damn fun dance partner, too.
Violence erupts here. My home. My refuge in this city of stone and steel. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
I'm more than game. Let's do it.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. Glorious. Your bond is sweeter than nature's dew. I see you, know you. But do you know one another? Wyll, the courageous heart tormented by the inferno. Listen, think. What on his darkest day would make him smile?
Indeed. You are a source of light among shadows. Still are, for that matter.
Your bond beats in pleasure. It is an honor to behold. We cannot live this life without others. Others to guide us, to aspire to. Who does the blade most admire?
Indeed. We've not always seen eye to eye, but his every thought, every act was in service to his people. Among men, there is none greater.
Our touch has been that of sunlight. But now we must look beyond. To the uncertain. To the future. Life is a difficult and tumultuous thing. With every smile, a tear often follows. What is Wyll's greatest regret?
He gave me no choice. But it's true. I often wonder, what if I'd said the right words? Made the right promises? Maybe I'd have been with him on the journey from Elturel. Maybe there'd be no absolute. No infections. No... this. You know me. You understand me. And for that, I'm forever grateful.
I press my finger to your bond and find a shield. Impenetrable. It is beautiful. Your love is one few have. Cherish it. Go in peace, seedlings, and know that you made one whose heart was long quiet, beat with love anew.
It's funny. As the blade, I've faced untold brutes and beasts. Together, we've seen illithid horrors most souls could merely fathom. I lived at the mercy of fiends, a devil's plaything trying to right the coast's wrong. But I've only now come to see who my true enemy's been. So you'd think, but the right answer is much simpler than that. Time. Time is so goddamned greedy. It can never give, only take. It builds mountains and deserts only to tear them asunder. It fells armies. It conquers kings, queens, even gods. We blink and we're gone. And our hopes, our memories, our heart bonds are gone with us. Lucky for us, I found a way to stop time. If just for a moment. Come, let me show you. The Wilden Oak. Legend has it stood since the Age of Dawn. I used to come here and climb it when my father's eye was turned elsewhere. Daydream of the stories it might tell if I listened close enough. The Dragon Lords sparking the skies above it. The Moon Elves first plucking the strings of the weave. Standing here, I feel like I can see into forever. I was hoping you'd think so. I've been thinking a lot about forever. More so, I've been thinking about everything that comes before, and who I want at my side as it passes. My mother always said the Wilden Oak's acorns held just a touch of wishing magic. If that be so, then may my greatest wish come true tonight. I love you. Will you be mine today and tomorrow and reaching into eternity? Gods, you've made me the happiest soul in all the realms.
Your skin flushes and your soul sings as you palm the acorn, wishing magic, affection, love. Whatever the cause, it's as real as the ground beneath you.
Get down here already. It's time we started our happily ever after. The Blade of Avernus. A new name for a changed man. The four pillars finally rise within me. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I'm not to abide them, but to become them. But enough reflection for today. I'm of a mind to celebrate. A hearty meal would do the trick. A few hunks of fresh venison, a round of brown ale. What do you say? Wonderful. You hunt the deer, I'll scrounge up the ale. Prepare your belly for a roast a la blade. Let's hope Gale doesn't take offense if I assume cooking duties just the once. I love the coast. I love its people. The Blade of Avernus will toil for them, but he'd rather not toil alone. Faerun doesn't need just one hero. It needs two. Say you'll fight with me. Then let it be so. Could any man have wanted a partner more ravishing? You make me so proud. And when the Elder Brain falls, the people of the Sword Coast will see what I see. A shining star, beckoning them to a brilliant future. My favorite subject. A few moonrises back, I thought the answer was complicated. But it's quite simple, really. You are my yesterday, my today, and my tomorrow. The Netherbrain shakes us, quakes us, claws at our minds, and all for naught. It's afraid. It knows we will fight it, and it knows we can win. I will give you as many kisses as you need, darling. But we don't need luck, for we have something far greater. Courage, nerve, and a reason to win. I knew we hadn't seen the last of this place. Come, let's hear what the Emperor has to say. I can't say we've much of a choice. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. These were the lessons my father taught me. They are the shields that protect us from the Netherbrain's attacks, and the blades with which we will strike it. Suffering and hate can never prevail, for as long as we wield them. And devastation, blood and battle. So, our path is set, and we've no choice but to follow. If the fires must spread and the walls must tumble, at least we have each other to cling to. It's afraid. It knows we will fight it. And it knows we can win. Ah, that little voice in the back of our minds. All is lost, it cries out. And it's all too easy to believe it. There's only one good response to it. Shut the hell up. You are not just your fear and your doubts. You are your bravery and your valor, your skill and your strength. Let those voices drown out the others. They're the ones that will guide you to victory.
Now there's a sight to see. Not that I'll miss them.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Gionthar. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. And once I have, I'll return it to Mystra. shall cure me of my affliction, and I'll finally be free. And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, is that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mistra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
A nip, a dance, and a song. Don't mind if I do. I think we're due an evening's reprieve. What's our leader have to say?
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh no. Oh God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
I doubt we'll ever see that face basking in the sun again.
The tension dissipates. Your companions begin to relax. You feel the warmth of their relief, their joy, their peace in each other's company. And in your own heart, the restless, biting sadness that burns within you, threatening to break. You can make it till dawn. If you gather every bit of strength you have, you can survive the night. One last night to say goodbye. One last night to live. It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
My shining star. Since I've known you, we've shed more blood than could ever fill the Cheon Thar. The wounds we sustained were the testament to our might. But last night, I swear to you, your touch healed every one of my bruises and wiped away every scar. Through you, I've been born anew.
A moment passes. Will's eyes glance up to his horns.
There's something I need to ask you. Something terrible. Something greedy. Something unreasonable. I'm the Blade of Avernus. I swore to cleanse the hells of the devils that threaten the coast. And I know my first target, Mizora. I won't let her claim one more soul, slay one more victim. I'm going to make my way to the hells and tear the horns right off her damned head. I want you to join me. I want you to live, Karlach. We can have a life together even in Avernus. A real life. I knew you'd say yes. All these years as the Blade, I've been called a champion, a hero, a legend. Names I never asked for, praise I never sought. But you've earned the right to be called a hero 1,000 times over. What a gift you've been to the Sword Coast, and what a gift you've been to me. What an honor to walk alongside a true legend. Come. the next page in our saga begins.